Welcome to Phil Wilson Chats with Celebrities. And here's your host, Phil Wilson.
Seasoned live performer, wedding singer and recording artist Charlie Aky is taking the world by storm with a new sound to conquer the charts. His new single, What Can I Say, is a total change in direction from his usual acoustic sessions. And Charlie joins us now to tell us all about it. How are you doing, Charlie?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. It's a privilege to have you on the show. And yes, when your manager got in touch and said, you know, we've got a great star here, Charlie, would you like to have him on the show? I said, of course, yes. And after hearing your song as well, I mean, that has just blown me away.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we worked, last sort of like year, we've worked really, really hard. A lot of stuff sort of going on behind the scenes. Signing with Sheeran, and then we've just been working so much. It's nice to finally get some of the music actually out for people to hear.
Yeah, and it does sound absolutely fantastic. Now, when did you start writing music?
So I had like a bit of a, I made like a bit of a detour because I did a lot when I was younger. With stuff like stage schools, and I did a lot like street dancing, break dancing, all that sort of thing.
Right.
And I was writing songs when I was younger then, but I couldn't play an instrument properly. So
right.
I then went to secondary school, and like the peer pressure and everything stopped me sort of completely in music for about 5 years.
Right.
And then when lockdown came, I picked up the guitar, learned to play the guitar, and that's when I started really like writing songs a lot.
Excellent. And do you find it easy to, you know, put the words and music together, or is it something that you've had to learn over time?
I think it's definitely a skill. Like you can, especially if you're writing a lot. Like if I've had a lot of like writing sessions in a period, you get better over time.
Yeah.
And it depends what topic you're writing about. Sometimes if it's a topic that you're like really passionate about, it's really easy and the song will come up. I wrote one when I was in Germany writing with some guys, and we did one song and it took us like 5 hours, I think, to write the whole thing.
Right.
And then we wrote the next one and it took us an hour to write the whole song finished.
Wow, amazing. And what comes first? Is it the melody that you have in your head, or do you write the lyrics first and then you'll maybe put a beat, you know, and then think of what melody you're going to put with it?
Sometimes it depends really. Sometimes I'll walk in and I'll go, oh, I've got this really cool melody in my mind that I want to work around. Or sometimes we'll go, oh, we'll find a cool chord progression either on piano or on guitar that sounds nice. Or sometimes I'll have like a hook in my head with words and everything.
Yes.
And we'll go in and I'll go, right, I've got this hook and I want to write around this. And we'll sort of like experiment around that then and find a key that works. And it just depends on the day sometimes. And sometimes you go in and you're not sure what you want to write about, but then once you get talking and decide what you want to sort of like topic, it starts flowing. It's nice.
Yeah, starts getting on a bit of a roll there. Yes, and get a couple of future albums written in the process, as it were. Yeah. If you're lucky.
Yeah, I tell you what, the amount of music that we've wrote recently, there's plenty for an album.
Excellent. Oh, we're going to look forward to that then. So have you always wanted to be a singer since you were very young? Because you're very young now still.
Thank you. I don't think I really knew it when I was younger, but I used to like sit in the back of the car and I'd have, it was always like, do you remember MP3 players? And
yes, of course, yes.
My dad used to download all the music for me, obviously very legally onto the MP3 player.
And I think a lot of people did that to me.
Yeah. So I used to have, I had the original Ed Sheeran albums, the ones that he had before when he was like busking, and I used to listen to them in the car, and I'd sit there daydreaming, and without actually realizing, I'd think about, even when I was like sort of like maybe like 6-7 years old, I'd sit there think about doing shows and just daydream the whole way, which was when I think about it now, I think that I have always wanted to do this, but maybe at the time I didn't realize, but subconsciously it was always sort of there.
Yeah. Well, yes, thank goodness for your father there. He probably was on Napster or something. I think everyone was on Napster, and getting the tunes. But we'll not talk about that today, because I bet you there's still things like that going on, which we don't want any of that now, do we?
No.
But
The landscape's changed a lot now with
I know,
streaming
but
and stuff.
but of course, we bought all the music that we heard on Napster, didn't we? Eventually, on CD and everything. Of course we did. Yeah.
While we've been moving, I've found our old CD player, like the big, the big ones with the speakers. And boxes of CDs.
And they're all coming back cool as well.
Yeah. A lot of cool ones like George Michael in there, Billy Joel.
Wow,
really cool.
Yeah, nice eclectic mix there. Yes, I've got tons of them which I digitized. I think I missed a whole summer digitizing all of my stuff. But absolutely love the CDs and that, and great records there.
Definitely.
Now, did you perform at school, or was it to do with the peer pressure, like you say? Was it a little bit not in fashion to be a performer? Because I've spoke to a lot of people your kind of age group who have said, it wasn't particularly cool.
Yeah, it wasn't cool at school to be a singer. I took a lot of stick at school for it, to be honest. I did a couple of I was in big bands, you have trumpets, saxophones, you have two drummers, a couple of bass players, and guitarists, all that. And I did I was in year 7 and 8. I did tours. We did a tour around Italy, around Lake Garda and stuff.
Wow, amazing!
It was really good. Especially when I was still so young, it was really good fun. But then it sort of, as I started to become a teenager, I did a lot when I first got to secondary school. But then sort of as you get a little bit older, it becomes there's just not a narrative when you're that age that singing's cool, especially not for a boy. And people like to pick you out, because obviously you're still young, you're not going to get it right all the time. So when you get something wrong and you sing wrong, or you get people really like to jump on top of you and sort of attack you for it. So it becomes, as you get older, and then everyone starts to realise that actually it is quite cool. And then it turns the other way, if you know what I mean.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I spoke to a guy, you may know of him, Kenzie Vice. Well, I spoke to him, and he won the Vice UK, the Kids Vice UK. He was coached by Will I Am, and he told me, he said, I was on the Vice, and people and at school people were like, they just thought it was strange and things. It's funny, isn't it? It's
it's really weird. It's I think some of it comes from a point of jealousy when you're younger without probably even realising. Even if you don't actually want to do that, I think maybe some of it does come from sort of that place. And it's doing something different as well. Boys are all football, rugby, especially in the UK.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think the sort of narrative as well when you're that age is singing's a little bit more feminine. And I don't think people like that, especially not the proper boys. Which I was friends with because I was always into football and all that, very sporty when I was younger. So it's a hard sort of bridge to cross at that age, but you've just got to find your way through it, and eventually.
You definitely do, and things have totally changed in the world now because everybody's getting their music out there, which is absolutely great for you there, Charlie. Now I hear on leaving school you did an apprenticeship, but not in music. Can you tell us about that?
So. When I left school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, to be honest. I was in sort of a weird place because this was a few years before. This was maybe 2018.
Right.
So it was before lockdown, before sort of all of that. So I sort of just came downstairs one day and went, right, I'll go and do an apprenticeship and be an electrician. So I was like, right, that's what I'm doing. So I went and did that for about 5 years, got qualified, and then but then in the middle of that I started learning guitar, started releasing music, and then it eventually just I was so busy that one had to drop, and I definitely wasn't dropping the music side.
You've made a great choice as well. Yes, definitely a great choice. And have you kept your at the time, but have you kept your certificate up so you can put someone to fitting up and things? You have. You see, you're not daft, are you?
To a certain point, once you get it, you have to every sort of 2 years you have to do another test to sort of keep it up, which I haven't done. But you can always go back and do that if you ever need to. But hopefully,
Yes.
fingers crossed, we won't ever have to do that.
Exactly. Yes, the reason why I knew about that, you see, because my dad, he was an electrician, you see. So I know that you had to keep these things up to date, you see, because, you know, but yes, you're going to be definitely sticking with the music 100% now. That is your way forward. Now, what got you into wedding singing? Because this is another string to your bow.
Yeah, so it was mainly because I'd got so into the music thing. I decided that I was really unhappy being an electrician then, because it just wasn't very fulfilling for me anymore. I sort of lost the whole thing of it. So I was like, right, I want to do this full time, but how do I do it in a way where I can make enough money to be able to do it full time and be able to leave? Because it's leaving such a secure sort of like normal job. And something like that, it's hard, and I had to justify it to my mum and dad as well.
Yes, it is. It's a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, they were really on board, to be fair, though. Once, because I started getting so many gigs that I was working all week, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was out gigging, doing the weddings, but it was just so. In the end, I was so like, that's so much work.
Yes. I bet it was as well. Yes.
Yeah. So, but then it meant as well that I could focus on my own music through the week. So I had suddenly, when I quit, I had like 4 days of spare time to focus even more on music and write and record, and then I could still pay for my recording and writing because I was doing the weddings on the weekends. That's right.
Which, wow.
It works. The balance worked really well, sort of, at the time.
That's right. Making your money on the weekend there and working on your future singing career in the week as well. Yeah, a great one there. Now, when you were wedding singing there, were there any funny instances when you have performed at a wedding?
I've many.
Naming no names.
I've seen people try like do backflips. I've seen like people fall downstairs. I've seen like we had not so long ago, to be fair, we had a guy come up and he was like, "Oh, I'm a drummer," and we were like, "Okay, is there any songs that you want to play?" And it was do you know, "Oh, sit down, oh, sit down."
Oh, yes, James, sit down. Yeah,
James, that's it. Yeah, and it was that, and we were like, all right, yeah, fair enough, because that's quite easy anyway. Jumps on the drums, and oh my god, we're trying to obviously we have in ears and we can hear each other, we can hear the drums, and there's just the tempo's just changing constantly. So we're trying to stay in time with him. I'm like, oh my god. All over the place. I was like, oh.
You fancied saying, "Sit down next to me, get off them drums."
Yeah, you come sit at the front with me and let the drummer back on.
That's right, let the professionals get on with it. Oh, I love that story. That's excellent. I love it.
It was quite stressful, but it was funny.
Yes. And I hope the person falling down the stairs was all right as well. I hope they were able to get back up.
Yeah, they were sat down for a while, but they did get back up eventually.
They did get back up. That's okay, then. That's good. As long as they weren't injured too much there. Just a bit of a sore bum. Now, what has been the best venue you have performed at with regards to weddings and also so far?
I really like the Deaf Institute in Manchester. That's a lovely venue.
Right, yes, I've heard of that one. Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's a really cool venue. It's on like 2 floors. There's like an attic room and then a room downstairs. And I played in the attic room.
Right.
But they have all like speakers all along like behind the bar, and then it's like
that's right for the vibrations. Yeah,
and they have it's like got a big sort of like amphitheater type seating area at the back.
Amazing,
which is really, really cool. But it's in a loft. And then the backstage is really cool because there's loads and loads of cool names on the walls. Whenever you go into like the backstage areas, you're always right on the walls. And there was like Sam Fender on there.
Amazing.
A few other big ones, which was really, really cool to see.
My goodness. And have you put your name on there?
I did. I got a bit drunk and put it on there a couple of times, to be fair.
Each time did the writing get bigger or smaller?
It just got a bit wavier. The show that I was doing there, it was like everyone. There was so many of my friends there, and I was supporting one of my friends. Like my producer was there, so I knew there was like the backstage area. It was just like a big party, and the guy that was playing, it was Jason Allen, and he was pretty drunk by the time he actually got on stage.
Great.
Yeah. We were all backstage going, "Are you going to be okay?"
I know. Are you going to be able to pick up that guitar, all right? I'll walk on the stage.
It was fine. He was fantastic. He was brilliant. He was really, really good. He's great live.
Yeah.
He was really, really good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a fabulous venue as well. Now, here is a question for you. What was the first song you ever wrote?
The first song I ever wrote? It was a song called Ibiza.
Right.
And it was, I never actually released it. I don't even know if I can remember how to play it now. Right. But it was, I came up with this like elaborate story in my head about meeting this. I was only about, I don't know. I've written ones before, but this was like the first one that I can really remember still.
Right.
And this was probably about maybe like 15. And I this elaborate story of falling in love with this woman in Ibiza and then not wanting to go home.
That happens to a lot of people, I bet.
Yeah. And the chorus was like, "I'm living in Ibiza, sipping on sangria."
It's perfect for the weather that we're having at the minute, the heat. Yes. You'll have to get that one hunted out.
It's not a great song, but I do remember it.
Well, you got the lyrics there, get a nice bit of, get some oil drums in the background and all sorts. With the guitar, it'll be a great combination. Give that one a whirl for maybe next summer. Yes, coming soon too.
See the light of day, but
you don't know, Charlie. All right then. Now, your set list has a wide range of styles. Obviously, when you are wedding singing, Pompeii from Bastille, also Supersonic from Oasis, Shotgun from George Ezra, Easy from the Commodores, with of course the lead singer at the time was Lionel Richie for that song, and of course Elvis with Hound Dog and Watermelon Sugar from Harry Styles. Now, a long list there. Yeah. Now, there was a longer list. I've edited that, yes. So how did you get the set list together? Because it's a big eclectic mix there.
It's just sort of, it was a lot different when I first started doing them. It's just experience. When you play enough, you start to find what people like, and when people are requesting stuff, you get a lot of requests sort of like over and over from different people, and then you end up putting them in. And I like a lot of I really love pop, like current pop music. I'm a really big fan of pop, but I also like a lot of like the older like 70s, 80s. I love like George Michael and Billy Joel and all them sorts of people. Yeah. So it's sort of a combination of songs that I like, and then also songs that like I get requested a lot and people sort of like. And then some that people don't expect you to play because then they remember you as well, which is always important.
Yes. So do you think it's your father's influence that helped you with that? Choosing some 100%. Of the songs at the start?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's big into like Phil Collins and like Dire Straits. He's a huge Dire Straits fan.
Wow.
So all that sort of era. Like I love a bit of Dire Straits, to be honest, like Romeo and Juliet and all them sorts of songs.
Oh yes, everybody loves them. Yeah, they do.
That influence is definitely him. We used to have like it was a Porsche 944. It was like his weekend car,
right?
And I remember it had this CD in it, and it was all of his favourite songs. So all them songs were on the CD, and we used to go out driving, and then that always used to be the songs that would be on.
Excellent. Dire Straits, they're cruising along the coast there. It's absolutely fantastic there in Leeds.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cruising around Leeds.
That's right. With Dire Straits blasting there. Excellent. Yeah. Now, here's a strange question for you, which may never have been asked before. If you were able to collaborate with any musician or singer, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I've got two. Can I have two?
You got two? You can have two. Go for it. Yes.
I think
some people can't even think of one.
Yeah, I think I'd have to. I've got so many actually running through my head right now.
Right.
But one I definitely Dermot Kennedy. He's one of my like absolute like pop sort of heroes.
Wow.
I love I've been seeing him loads and loads of times. And his music helped me a lot sort of through that transition period when I was coming out of like secondary school. And I did actually get to meet him once.
Right.
When he was playing in Leeds, which was really, really nice.
What was that like?
It was nice. I didn't get.
Was it quite surreal?
Yeah. I was. There's a picture of me with him, and I'm just like. I don't even look like me. I just look like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
I don't really get sort of like starstruck thing really. Through like people that I managed to meet, but that one for me was like, whoa.
A big wow factor. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And then the other one is probably Billy Joel. I think I love
Billy Joel.
I love his. Yeah, it's so good. There's just like if you look on his Spotify, it's just banger after banger.
It is, isn't it? And his music is all sorts of different kind of sounds, you know, because he's always a woman, and he's got his, you know, Uptown Girl, and he's got little bits that are like, I think there's I'm trying to remember this song, but it's like, it's a bit jazzy that he has off one of his albums.
A lot of them that he plays live are very jazzy as well. He sort of jazzes them up when he does them live.
So it's a total, like, he's got everything on all of his albums. It's just so eclectic. Yeah.
I love his lyrics as well. Some of them, like, they're like life lessons. Like, there's one that I always think about called, it's Dream On But Don't Imagine They'll All Come True, which is, I think, it's just really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. That's in a song called Vienna, which is a beautiful song.
Oh, it is a beautiful song, that one. Yes.
Yeah, but that's the other one for me, definitely.
Yeah, so they're fabulous choices there, Charlie. Now, if I love your mashup on YouTube, because I have been having a look at your channel there before coming on the show today, and of course Tracy Chapman's Fast Car and Gabrielle's Dreams mashed together with a kind of rap in there, which unfortunately I won't be playing on the radio unless we'll bleeped a bit out of it, but it does work so well. What gave you the inspiration to do that, and do you have any future plans to do any more mashups?
I do a lot of mashups. I do you just hear songs when you play them, especially if you're playing them a lot, because a lot of the time when you start there, if you play it all the time, you sort of zone out and you'll think about stuff. When you're playing, you'll think about stuff, and songs just come to you while you're playing. I also do Shaggy Wasn't Me as well in there now.
Right. Wow. Excellent. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then I do like a 90s mashup when I used to play with my wedding band. And we do Show Me Love by Robin S. Flowers. I can't remember who sings it. I'll bring you flowers in the pouring rain.
Oh, yes.
I can't remember who sings it with it. And then...
Only like an I know the tune. I'm sure listeners and viewers will know that one.
Say My Name.
Yes.
Say My Name.
Say My Name.
And then No Scrubs as well. We put them all together and then do that.
Excellent. Yes, a bit of TLC there. Excellent. Yes, you'll have to get them. You'll have to get them up on your YouTube.
I know, yeah. I don't like to give them away though. I like people to come and see me.
Oh, you like to keep? Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, so they're one of your secret ingriots when they come to see you. Your fans. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, well, there you go then. So yes, some exclusive mashups coming soon to gig near you there with Charlie. Now, the last 12 months have seen you releasing reworked piano versions of your previous single, Show Me, amongst others. What gave you the push to change your sound to a more sonic direction? Show Me was a total change from what fans are used to.
We wanted to sort of home in on, like, instead of the songs being so like full of instruments and like we wanted to home in on really like focusing on like sort of like my voice and like just a piano to give it some sort of like, you know, to give people another angle that they haven't seen of me. Yeah. Because then they might not like the original, but they really like the piano versions. And I feel like you can listen to like them in different situations. Like, you know, it gives you like, I don't know, if you're sad, you can listen to the piano version, or if you're sad and you want to be happy, you can listen to the original version.
Yes, Just
I know what you mean. Sort of like a different angle and different sort of view for people looking at me, if you know.
Lots of songs can be reworked. I've noticed lots of stuff in the charts at the minute. A lot of the 90s stuff is coming through, and just totally different to the original, which is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I listen to a lot of covers over originals as well, to be fair. Like there's a Man-Eater cover Do you know Hall Knows Money? There's a cover of that. It was in a film. I can't remember what the film. It's a recent film, but it's a piano cover of that, and it's in the film, and he's singing it to this girl. And it's just a lovely, lovely cover. So that also made me want to sort of do the piano versions and that sort of thing. Yeah. From seeing stuff like that, because I thought it was cool.
yes, certainly is cool. Yes, like a bit of man eater.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, here she comes.
We've just been on here singing the whole time, haven't we?
That's right, we are. Yes. That's right. We'll do that. Now, what can I say sees you returning to work with popular producer Jim White, who teamed up with you for former singles "Better After All," "No One to Call," and 8 out of 10. What's the story behind What Can I Say?
So it was kind of like, if you think about someone sort of moving away from you and you're not sort of knowing why, that's the whole premise of the song. So it's sort of like the verses are kind of like questioning, like how do you know that you can, like, do you just wake up tomorrow and then you don't like me anymore? And then the chorus builds into the end line is, did gravity push you away? Because obviously gravity pulls, doesn't push.
That's right. Yes, that's
so it's
right.
Like where have you gone? So the whole premise is like someone leaving you without knowing why. But it's sort of, we wanted to do it in like a way that's not sort of like as conventional. It's a bit more sort of like work around and sort of like metaphors and stuff like that.
I mean, it sounds fantastic as well. Totally different to everything else that I've heard from yourself there, and I think it's going to be a big hit. That
I hope so. We're sort of transitioning into moving into a sort of, it's still in the same sort of lane, but like just a slightly different direction.
Yeah, a bit of drum and bass beats going on as well.
Yeah, that was sort of like the early stuff. I wouldn't have even done pop. we were in the studio and I paid for the full day session and we had half a day left and he was like, do you want to write a pop song? I'm like, yeah, write a pop song.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you could have just been stuck there, in that kind of state of just playing the acoustic songs, and then because studio time allowed, just everything's changed for the better.
Yeah. Sort of like the last year has been mental.
Amazing. Yeah. And it just proves to everyone that you can do everything, because you can do the live, which is where a lot of people go straight in the studio, they'll record, and then you never see them out on the road. And then how are they going to make a living? Do you know what I mean?
I know,
You know what I mean? So you've got all the versatility going on there, Charlie, which is really, really good there. Live, studio, writing, acoustic, and your pop there. Absolutely fantastic.
All the boxes.
Hitting all the boxes, definitely. You're doing really good. You're doing really good.
You. I appreciate it.
Now, is there an album to follow?
Well, we're gonna release an EP, I think. Well, I know.
Right. Excellent.
Excellent. We're going to release an EP after this single because we've had like a year of like writing. We've got so many songs, and some of them are singles. Some of them we don't think should go out as singles. So we're going to release a little EP of piano versions of all the ones that we've done. And then after that, we're into singles for like the next sort of like 6 months. So we've got this single, then the little EP, and then we're literally till February next year, we're singles just releasing constantly.
Wow, you get it. You've got it all planned there. And have you planned a Christmas single, or is that a secret?
We have talked about it. We have. We didn't get a chance to write one this year, but hopefully next year. We had to play around while we were in the studio one time. But I want to do, if we do one, I hopefully want to do something maybe with a charity or and do it that way, so that we can do like a whole campaign around it and work with the charity on releasing this Christmas song, because it's always nice to do it for a cause, especially at Christmas.
Of course it is as well. And do you think you would do something like Slade, or would you be doing something more calm?
I don't know. It's really, Christmas songs are a tough one because they have to be timeless, don't they? So you have to make sure that the sounds can sort of last.
All the ingredients have to be in there.
Yeah. You've got to make sure you choose sounds that are timeless. So I don't know. We've come up with like melodies and stuff, and sort of like a concept. Whether we go with that, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping we can release one next year. That'll be great.
That would be excellent. Yes, that would be fabulous. We'll look forward to that as well. Now, Charlie, how can listeners follow you?
So if you want to follow me, my handle on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of that is charlieaky.music. So you can find me on there. And then also my YouTube is Charlie Aky Music if you want to see me on there. Spotify, Apple Music, everything. If you type in Charlie Aky or any of my songs, Better After All, 8 out of 10, you can find me on there as well. But yeah, follow me because it won't be a regret for you. It's great fun over there, I promise.
It definitely is. Yes, definitely is. And your website's fantastic as well. I've spotted
Thank
that
you.
as well. And you can get your music over there as well. Now, here's a question for you. The vinyl revival is here. So I must ask you, have you ever bought a vinyl record yet or played one? And if so, which record would you play me if you had a record player beside you?
Oh, nice. I like this question. I have got actually a lot of records.
Right.
In the background of my older videos with the Oasis poster, the pictures that are either side of it are records.
Right. Excellent.
So they're records in the cases. So I've got a few Oasis ones. I've got a Dermot Kennedy one. I've got a Cortinas one as well, actually.
Right.
But yeah, I have a few. But if I was gonna play you one right now, I think I'd have to go with a classic, maybe like I've forgotten the name of the song.
You gotta roll with it.
Yeah. It wasn't actually. It was a George Michael
wasn't that
one. I was gonna tell you.
Oh, George Michael one. Oh, right.
I was gonna go with like a. Oh my god, I can't remember the song. Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper. Yes. Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
think
a
the
great
needle
choice.
going on and the little crackle that you get and stuff like that would be really.
That's
really
right.
nice.
It's
Yeah, the big drums at the start.
Yeah. I'll have to pay a lot of fees to PRS for this interview now.
I know. Yeah,
there you go.
On your back,
I don't know.
I'll sing some of mine and then you can send some back to me as well.
That's right. We'll do a duet. There you go.
Yeah.
But that's great choices there, Charlie. And it's just a great choice there. And just love the sound of the vinyl. Just love it. Would you ever consider releasing any of your music on vinyl? Because I could imagine maybe putting your acoustic stuff on the vinyl there. A nice quiet time, cuddling on the settee with the one that you love there,
With the vinyl going.
That's right. Well, here, we'll put a bit of Charlie Aky on there. Just chill.
Yeah. I'd love to. Definitely in the future. They're quite expensive to obviously produce.
They are,
especially if you're not
expensive.
getting a huge amount. But yeah, I'd love to be like, yeah. I love vinyls and I love the whole sort of aesthetic and stuff.
Yeah.
And it'd be a really cool thing for me to have as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
definitely like to do that in the future, 100%.
That would be fantastic. And then you can frame your record and put it on the wall next to Oasis. That'll look a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, Charlie, unfortunately, we've run out of time. So if you can stick around, I'll have a chat with you afterwards. But can I just say thank you so much for joining us on the show this week. It's been such a privilege. And would you like to come on the show again? Have I frightened you away?
No, thank you very much for having me. I've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. Yeah, it's been nice chatting. Some good questions as well. Sometimes the questions are sort of similar, even just giving like the same answers. But it's really, really, really nice and cool questions in there. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. So if you can just stick around, but finally, could you please introduce your latest single, What Can I Say?
Of course. Hello, I'm Charlie Aky, and this is my latest single, What Can I Say?
Charlie, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll catch up with you soon. All the best.
No problem.
Take care.
Thank you so much.